And here we are.
All that worked right on time.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, for once. What's been going on, Jake and Katie?
I don't know.
We're sick of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw today that we're supposed to possibly see a bunch of snow in the beginning of February.
March,
So,
February, yeah.
like, ugh, really?
Well,
Keep it up your way.
No, we're sharing.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah,
You shared,
we're
you
sharing.
shared, you shared
We're
with
gonna
Alex last week.
Sharing's caring, man.
Yep.
absolutely.
Especially with the temperatures.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't have too much longer to go and it thaws out.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Ground's got a thaw so I can put our water line in.
Right.
Oh yeah. So you can quit carrying buckets.
Mm-hmm.
So bad in summertime I get lazy about it because I can always just string the hose through the door. So I don't really think about it till it's cold and I can't do that anymore.
You kept the string, right?
Eh. I could hook it up in the basement to the hot water and string it out through the doors, but heating the outdoors.
Insulate it.
But that's well, we haven't been up to a whole lot really. Like last was it Monday? No, last Sunday.
Listen,
When did we go and get those fit?
Saturday.
Yeah, like a week ago, right?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that went by fast. We went and got some new fish.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
still
what'd you
keeping
get?
an eye on them. Bunch of cichlids and yeah, albino Buenos Aires petrus and
2 thick flipped sunset brownies.
thick-lipped. I didn't know there was such a thing, but
Yeah, there's definitely thick-lipped.
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
sunsets fell into that.
lips look bigger than the other two that we have, so I guess that's why they call them thick-lipped.
That's quite the combination.
Yeah.
Well, the Buenos Aires tetras and the garamis were like, here, do you want these?
Yeah,
The other ones we just went to go pick up originally. So,
They said, here, take some extras.
yeah,
Well, you can't beat free.
right.
yeah. Said they didn't want them, didn't need them, wanted to make some room, and they had others already, so they were just kind of extras. And they're not going to turn down free fish.
I'm hoping these rainbow shiners and rosy reds I picked up will go through quarantine.
Yeah. These we didn't really quarantine because, well, they were local people, local fish keepers, and they had them for a while and looking at them. And the tanks
Yeah,
are in good shape and everything, so
these come from Petco, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna definitely quarantine them.
yeah. I finished up editing the video for that yesterday, but the guy added on an end piece because the camera app. I think I talked about it on last Monday or something. The camera app had a glitch. I think it was just user error between the two of us. We the camera switched hands and we were hitting record instead of stop and stop instead of record. So we missed like the ending part where they brought out their birds. They had some cool birds that they were showing us, and then our little outro saying goodbye and things. That didn't get filmed, so instead we're gonna just do some footage of the fish in our fish room and talk about them and end the video that way. But didn't get around to it this weekend.
Well, you got to do part 2 of the river trip too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be different. It's gonna take some time because the F-bomb was dropped quite a few times along the way, so a lot of beeping.
A lot of
We got,
quack.
got hung up on so many rocks and the rainstorm, and we ran into a tree. Kate, I
See
got
if
Katie out of the way, and but it hit me pretty hard.
you should see if you can find a frog croaking sound.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the different animals, a frog or
Yeah.
a duck or
Except when you hit the rock, a car crash.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
the rock
Who's
do like a
honking?
squeezy toy sound. Wee.
A car
Yeah.
crash.
Yeah, so it was. I think even just watching the footage for me brings back a lot of anxiety over the whole thing because it was pretty stressful. The ending was beautiful. So part 3 is going to be like the camping portion of it. That's after we went through hell basically and got to our campsite. Then the weather just turned beautiful. Sun came out, skies cleared up. We got some fishing and cooking done, but you know, everything in between was pretty harsh.
Yeah, I know where 3G's going with that.
Uh huh.
Pig squealing. Banjos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
I told
That
him
is
that's
one tune
just
I would love to learn how to play.
the banjo.
The banjo and just that one song. That's all I need.
I
You're
can,
gonna go sit on the bridges during the summer, aren't you, Jeff?
Sit out in my front yard for sure.
yeah.
Get a lot of tourists through here.
Well, I can play that riff on the guitar, but as far as all the rest of the song is pretty. But yeah, we'll get David from Elfish and go down.
I think his is more for decoration, isn't it?
That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, can you have a banjo just hanging on the wall and not use it?
I'll just get them to ship it to me. I'll learn it
Nice.
in all my extra free time.
Yeah.
You can drive down the road in your van playing it.
So what would I have to do it too?
Come down to Namakagan with us next year, maybe, and bring it with.
Yeah, maybe. Depends on what it
Yeah.
is.
Definitely, if we do that again, we're not going to use. Well, that canoe that we used has been decommissioned.
Yeah, since our trip.
It was. We shouldn't. We're lucky that it stayed in one piece on the way. It was
Yeah.
very old. Like just from paddling, sometimes my fingernails would scrape along the sides and it would scrape up the wood. It was
Oh,
wood and fiberglass kind of, and very
I
old.
know. Me and Jill are going to start planning our summer vacation probably within the next month.
Nice.
Cool.
Kayak's the way to go down that river, I think, or a rubber raft.
Probably
It's not like huge amounts of rapids, but it was enough shallow spots, a lot of hidden big rocks, and
Get up and pull your canoe.
yeah, there's no the big heavy stinking canoe that we used was not very maneuverable, and it just seemed like it pulled us into every rock. Like I don't know, like we tried to steer away from them because you can kind of see where the water was rippling, and like, is there a magnet in this thing? Like, why are we hitting every single one? But I think it was just that many.
At least you weren't tubing.
That would have been an easier ride.
We tube down the Namakagan all the time. You know, it's kind of a thing around here. There's an outfit,
Couple of
Jack's Canoe Rentals, and they do canoe and tube rentals, and that's kind of a destination spot for a lot of tourists and locals during the summertime. Is to You can just go there and they'll load up everything. They bring you to the drop-off point and
Yeah.
go tubing down the river.
Haven't done that in years.
Trick is you don't drink so much you can't get out of your tube.
Yeah, I haven't done it in years either, but that was the thing. Usually,
The last
you don't
time I did
notice
it,
how much you drink until you try to get off the tube at the end.
Yeah.
exactly.
Between that and
The
sun.
last time I did it, it was just before Cataclysm. My legs were still bubbling red
Oh yeah,
when I went to Cataclysm. It hurt bad.
yeah, you can get sunburned pretty bad.
I forgot to flip the last time I went, so I had red on the front and white on the back.
Yeah, poor Katie can't use sunblock. Well, I don't know what the main ingredient. She's allergic to it, so
Ooh.
Yeah, so
She'll
if
get
I do
worse.
put it on, I get burnt worse with sunblock than if I don't use any.
That sounds like my granddaughter. That's how she is. She puts it on, she burns like crazy. If she doesn't, she still burns, but not as bad.
Right.
maybe we'll go down it again. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we want to get done, but it's, it was a weekend warrior trip, so we just spent one night camping, pretty much one day paddling, and then camped and fish the next day. And we weren't far from the landing to the end landing by the next day. It was just maybe 5 minutes tops on the river to get to it. So
Yeah, but a day's better than none.
oh yeah, it was definitely experience. I could do without the rain though.
Yeah. And lightning.
Told my cousin for like I don't know how many days prior. I'm like, there's a big storm forecasted, and all leading up to that, I'm looking at the radar. I'm like, there it is, it's coming, and you could hear the thunder as we're loading, launching, getting the stuff ready to launch, and yeah, he kept saying, "No, you gotta think positive. You're just gonna bring it on us if you keep thinking that."
It's
And I'm like,
it's
"That's
all
not
part
how
of the
it works."
adventure.
Yeah. He's like, it ain't gonna be that bad. You just gotta think positive. You gotta think positive. I'm like, okay, we'll see.
It's all
And
part of the adventure.
it definitely was that, yeah. It was actually pretty cool, looking back at it. Just at the time, not so much.
You go camping like my brother does. He's got one of them big tents that's on top of like his Jeep
Oh.
Yeah,
that opens up. Yeah. So, hey, that's just freaking cheap.
yeah.
Yeah. That's glamping.
We gotta get a new tent before the fish fam cookout. Now we have river. We're gonna have something a little bit bigger, something we can stand up in, and at least. Because right now it's just a little 2-person pop-up dome tent, which is just fine, but I don't know.
Yeah, that thing of his, he packs the back of it up and then he opens that tent up and he's got like a little portable kitchen in the back of the Jeep that just pulls out. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's way cheap.
man, so what's next? You gonna have an air conditioner and a generator too?
Yeah, looking at tents online to some shopping for them, and there are some pretty fancy ones that have air conditioning ports on them.
Well, we used to have one that it was an old military tent that had a little wood stove that we'd go in the winter.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd like to try that.
Hot tent.
Yeah, those big canvas tents and stuff.
But we
I'd
haven't
like to hear
done
about you
that.
trying that, Jake.
What's that? What, Jeff?
I'd like to hear about you trying that. I've done it.
Winter
I'm gonna be a
camping?
fan. Yeah, like from February through September, I think it was.
Ooh,
And we done it when I was in Iowa because we'd go ice fishing. We'd stay in a hot tent at night, and then during the day we'd be out there in the shed on the ice fishing.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll be. We like to camp. It's just it'll be interesting. At least over at Foxy's and Peplin's, we'll have a house and facilities there, so we can kind of gauge how it will go with the little one. Of course, as she gets older, it'll be easier.
Less worry of ticks too.
Right.
we didn't see any when we were there last summer, but it was so hot.
That was hopefully it's not quite as hot as it was last year. I thought it was a little warm.
And they were pretty bad around here last year.
Yeah. I don't think I had any on me around our yard
Mm-mm.
last year, which was strange. Normally I would get
1 or 2.
at least, but nothing. Did you even get one on you?
I think it was so dry.
But they kind of liked that. I don't know.
Yeah, try it. They don't like the water.
It was just not much for them in our yard.
Double fisting it. What's new with you guys?
Work.
That's the same old, Jeff.
It's also the new. It's more, and more.
Yeah. I took 3 days off last week.
Well,
Just needed a break, It was I didn't take any vacation time last year with the old job, and then started a new job. So I don't know, I was stressing out a bit. The new job, the new baby, and winter blues and everything, and it was slow time of year, so I had vacation time already accrued, which is kind of nice with this job. I think I get about 5 hours a week.
what you guys doing in April?
Don't know yet. I can't even plan the next week with her yet.
We don't really have anything planned. Why?
The swap.
The swap?
Yeah, go down and visit Skull and
Oh yeah,
Sketty. Maybe Cheryl.
the Quad City swap, right?
And
Yeah.
Whip.
And
Well,
Whip.
if Jeff's going to be
Cheryl.
around Cheryl, she's not far from me.
No,
Well,
Cheryl's gonna drive over.
Yeah, she's gonna drive.
I think that we could do it if I can get a newer vehicle by then.
You can ride down with us if you want to stay overnight.
You got room for 3 in your Subaru besides you?
Yeah.
Jill going with?
Yeah, Jill's going too. Jill and Katie would probably have to sit in the back though, to make room for the car seat.
Right.
Well, Jake can ride on the roof.
But too,
I can.
strap him down like a deer, put some antlers on him.
Yeah. Yep.
Hog
Put
time.
him in a reindeer costume.
Right.
Just wrap me in black garbage bags like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it. It'll be okay. Cops won't mind, I promise.
Yeah, at least we could do that event. I really wanted to go to the Clash, but I don't think we're.
You could break up your winter at least. And
Yeah.
Need something to do before the cookout comes.
Right.
Maybe get some fish out of it.
Definitely.
There's
Yeah.
there's going to be enough people going. We could probably just have a fish trade ourselves.
Right?
Everybody pass each other's around.
Yeah.
What did Alex show there? What did you show us there a little bit ago, Alex?
Swordtails.
Sorting out some new swordtails. Sorry, I'm like in the middle of doing all kinds of maintenance. I'm filling up tanks.
Stories.
Let's throw this on the big screen too so we can see a little bit better. Here, let me see.
Oh hell, Mexicali, I can hook you up with all sorts of them around there.
What's that?
This tank is oranges. This tank is Kahakus. These are my Turkanas. And then in here, they're all hiding underneath that sponge filter, if you could see some. These are mostly greens.
That's why I'd like to get some green swordtails.
Little peacock.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. He ate a whole cup of Daphne overnight.
Whoa.
Yeah. I've got my beautiful jar here full of Daphne. If it'll focus. Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Oh, you guys probably want to see my baby. He's in here. Somewhere. There's his head right here. It's right underneath this moss. He doesn't want to come out right now. But I can see here, he's part of him right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. But he's in here, he's still doing good.
awesome.
And then I usually cover this side here. So he can't jump out. If he were to jump, he'd go in the regular tank.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's nothing in here that'll bother him.
Definitely want to get one of those boxes.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch. They're great.
That guy.
Let me go put this back on the tripod, and I gotta fill up that tank I was just draining.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's Dee Dee,
Yeah. And
Hey,
Lori.
Dee Dee.
Lori, and Jody, Jorge, Uncle Smiley, Cheryl,
I thought we were gonna start pronouncing his
Stan?
name more of the hay.
TV's behind.
Flatbed, George.
Nice. Yeah, so I don't know what else we really get done this weekend.
Just house chores I did.
Yeah. I don't. When I sit down and do some editing, sometimes the time goes by really fast. So I don't know. Feel like I didn't really do much of anything, which is okay sometimes, I guess.
Then you
Sometimes.
feel guilty.
Yeah. Need to relax once in a while.
There's Stephen P.
There's something else. Oh yeah, that Maker's Mark stuff. I was gonna show it. What are you pointing at?
Never mind.
What?
It's for tomorrow. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
show it on our stream.
Were we gonna get a early teaser?
Well, we got other new stuff coming. We can
Okay.
show it. I forgot to show this last Monday. It was part of the plan, and I totally spaced it. But
What you got?
that's what Katie's mom bought.
No, Uncle Bob.
Oh, it was your Uncle Bob?
Yeah.
Katie's mom's brother.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I need some of those.
Mac and cheese gummies.
Yeah. But they say
It would
fruit
absolutely
flavored. At first, I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Cheese flavored gummies? I don't know.
That's
But
awesome.
they're fruit flavored."
Yeah.
We'll open them up tomorrow and munch on them on camera. Do
Tell me how they taste.
steal a little Rico stand idea.
Taste testing.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can start sending you all kinds of disgusting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I ate fish food on
Send
this
away.
week, so.
Hmm.
I can send you some gross stuff.
Do it.
I can send him some hot stuff.
I'm up for that.
Hi, Lily.
Yeah.
Habanero ghost pepper and scorpion pepper chutney.
I'll have to try that out. At least harvest some seeds out of them too, so we can grow them. Of course, we could probably just order some seeds, but
Oh yeah.
I didn't see
Jimmy was going to be up here, but his internet's acting up.
it always happens when we're on here.
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
I don't know.
I know he's not trying to avoid Katie.
Oh no.
I know.
What'd you do, Jake?
I don't know.
He owes you guys a stream too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
from June.
Oh, there's
Tell him to get his butt up there.
June, and then we were supposed to have him again like a month or two ago. I don't
Sounds like he
remember.
owes you a stream with interest.
Yeah. A 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
That happens frequently.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got plans for our fish room as always, but it's one of those things slow going.
That's always
I'm trying to figure out a thing with one of our tanks. I talked about it before, but it keeps dropping in TDS, and I've been doing like ammonia tests on it once in a while, and there's zero ammonia. I just find it weird that it's less TDS by far than what comes out of the tap here now. And at first I thought it was the spider plants I put in there, but I don't know if that's the case. Just don't know what would cause something like that.
A drop in TDS.
It's
Yeah, major.
only one tank that does it. It's a little 10-gallon tank, sand substrate. It's got our angelfish in there and a couple bristlenose. For plants, what is it having? And pogo stemon?
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of pogo stemon, and got one of our spider plants is got huge roots on it that are just an immersed type plant, so that it sticks out of the tank, but all the roots are in there. But I think last I tested it a couple days ago, it was at 88. I got kind of
Wasn't
like
it at 90 at one point?
was at 90. But when I set it up, it was at about 107, which is usually tanks kind of settle off at about 107 TDS after a day or two. And then they always kind of slightly go up, and it's kind of I only use TDS as a real quick way to kind of judge if something needs to have a water change, or it's just something to kind of keep an eye on. That's easy because I don't test my water all the time. So, but that one's an enigma to me. I don't know why it's dropping. I haven't tested the pH on it or anything like that, but I got kind of worried because I'm like, well, what's the ammonia? You know, is it? Wouldn't think there'd be anything in there. It looks pretty well cycled, and especially with all the plants that are growing like crazy in there. Do you think it's a plant thing that's taking it out of the water, or
Potentially.
something
Yeah,
absorbing solids in there? I don't know.
At the
Well,
Could be
angle
absorbing the minerals.
Yeah. You'd have to know what's in your TDS. Is it iron or potassium? Or
Right.
if you got a plant that really wants that, it's going to take it out.
Mm.
Well, it's just, I think it's pogo stem, and it looks like guppy grass, kind of. You know, it's
Ogostemma grows pretty damn fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
It grows super fast in their tanks, and you know, I only put a few chunks, planted them in there, and now the whole thing is filled again. I've cut some out and put it in other tanks, and it's filled back up again.
Yeah.
But
I think pogo, I think, grows faster than hornwort.
it does.
yeah. I just it just seems strange to me because I've never seen it.
I couldn't
I don't
even
think
tell
I've
you.
ever heard of that.
I can't even tell you where my meter is.
Mine's somewhere.
Hopefully, it's in this room somewhere.
I don't test anything anymore unless something dies.
Yeah.
Usually by then it's too late to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
Normally nothing dies unless it change foods. Or bring something new in.
Another goldfish died the other day. Found it kind of wedged in a plant, and the pleco was big common pleco was eating on it. So that got me a little scared because I haven't really done a water change in that big tank yet because it's a lot of water.
Yeah. The last
And
one
so
mentioned
I,
Hawkins, unfortunately.
I did an ammonia test on that just to see, and I don't know. I mean, I got nitrate and nitrite tests in the kit. I just don't really use them. I don't know. Pretty lazy fish keepers, I think. I feel like I am. No, I've been in there every day working on them, but it is still compared. Like I watched Alex's video about the KH, GH, and TDS little quick video he had, and I kind of understood it. But it almost, I start listening to that stuff and looking into it, it almost makes me scared to even have fish because it's like, I don't know, at least if I were to worry about all that stuff, I'd probably lose my mind. I'd have to really be into that part.
Assess.
So I've never heard of a TDS dropping like that, though.
Yeah,
It'll drop if something's eating it. The minerals and stuff out of the water. And nothing's replacing it.
it's just regular play sand.
And you don't have any peat in it.
No, just straight play sand and pogo stemming and one spider plant. And it's just a little sponge filter in there, so pretty much like all the rest of our tanks. I just don't know why that
It
one.
may be that's fun.
Axolotl toy.
She's playing with him.
I use my TDS pen just to piss
Could
off
be that
students.
spider plant.
Well, the tank next to it has got two of them in there, but the roots aren't. They've been in there pretty much as long as the other one's been in the middle tank, but their roots aren't growing as long. Their leaves are just as big, if not bigger, and more fuller, but the root system is maybe a quarter of the size of the one that's in the tank where the TDS is dropping. And there's actually two spider plants in that one. That's got a bunch of male Endler guppies in it, and as well as lots of potostemon. And that one it kind of dropped for a little while. I've noticed now it's gradually going up, but it's very gradual. It's almost kind of stabilized off where it doesn't really change much. But that one's at like 120, 129, something like that, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's see.
You'd probably die if you saw mine. It comes out of the tap at like 350.
Wow.
I wouldn't be able to keep fish in that water. I wouldn't know how.
What's causing the hardness? Just
It's the aquifer that we get it from.
okay.
If you do a deep well here, you're looking at anywhere from, let's say, 300 to 1,000 parts per million.
Whoa.
I've sold fish to somebody who didn't properly acclimate, where they were sitting at 1,000 TDS, and I think it was like 9 something pH.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Angels coming from
That couldn't be
I
good.
guess 6.9 pH. That plop and drop didn't go so well.
Wow.
800.
I thought the government standard was like 750 or something. You're not supposed to drink it anymore.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's a
Marshall.
normal well, though. It's not city water or nothing.
Our city water that we have comes just about right at 100.
Yeah. 3G's raising angels, then.
It's a little different if you raise them in it versus just take them out of acid water and plop them in it.
Yeah. Probably go through soon and do a round of pH tests just to kind of see where everything is at. I haven't done that in
Long time.
probably a year since they tested any pH levels. The tank with the highest TDS is the deep dirted substrated tank, the father fish tank we call it.
Yeah.
That one stays 500 to 600 usually.
Yeah, I would think that's the one that would. You got all that dirt and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like an awful lot of calcium there, Steven.
That's one thing we have a lot of in our water here is calcium.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to watch how you wash your vehicle, or you're going to have calcium spots all over it.
Yep. There for a long time here, we had bad problem with Lyme too. They finally got
pH is
that all taken care of.
My pH is like 7.5. But I don't really check it a lot.
I know the tap's only 5.9, but it stabilizes at 6.9 in the tanks.
Can't remember what we used to get when I tested. It was just above 7, I think, coming out of the tap. I mean,
Yeah.
it was,
7.3, I think.
and by the time it stabilizes, I think that we're close to 8.
That's the out of the tap. Mine's 7.5, and then once it's in the tank, it's like 7.2.
I'll have to retest. Maybe we'll do that. We need to pump out some more videos, I think, and not like everyone needs another pH video, but our videos aren't instructional anyways, so. Where were we at, Curtis? What stream was that talking about plants? And I said Katie was going crazy, and you said we should do a plant.
It was last week's.
No, it was someone else's stream, I
Is
think.
that Steven?
Well, it was the new guy
Was it?
from Australia.
He's not Australian. He's not that new.
Okay.
AGM?
Adrian?
Maybe.
He's
Mike.
he's a European, not Australian.
Oh. Well, I wasn't really listening. I just heard the accent.
Well, he was showing.
I'm gonna say Adrian. My God, the pothos in his fish room is just
Right.
nuts.
It's
The jungle.
I think it's BGN or something like that.
No, it
He streams
wasn't.
during the day.
Wasn't BGN? He was a guest on. Whose stream was that? Was that No, it wasn't.
Mexic Alley, maybe. He had a German on there this week.
Did I miss that one?
Yeah, he had a young German man on his stream this week.
Bugs the crap on me. I don't remember whose stream that was, but it just
Well, it was Vibes.
on Thursday.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just
they-
Thursdays.
He didn't have a guest on Thursday.
No, it was Smokey and.
Oh, it's the guy that lives across the street from Smokey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's on Thursday.
Tyler. That's
Tyler.
Tyler.
Tyler. That's
The
right.
guy that does the art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like 30 minutes from me.
We're gonna go over there and beat him up for Katie.
What did he do?
Nothing really. She was just.
Getting frustrated.
She noticed a couple discrepancies in what he was calling the plants and stuff, and so she. I don't quite remember.
But Katie's
Like,
planning
no,
to
you
come
need to
out.
do this.
Okay. We'll
No,
talk
he was-
about it later.
He's just
It's
a
$5 in it for you.
person. I'm like, well, we got lots of plants. We should.
I want to
Do a
start putting
quick
more in
video of
tanks.
I'd like to. We have a part of a spider plant that is coming off the chute and it's going into the pond and it's pretty much submerged completely. There's like the tips of the leaves are out.
They'll
It's
grow
been in there a
underwater.
while and it's not melting away or anything.
Yeah, they'll grow underwater. I've grown them underwater before.
Mine are trying.
Yeah, so I was thinking of clipping a few babies and get them rooted and then, dunk them in the sand. See how they do. in a bog system or just with the roots, they do awesome.
You do like Curtis and put them in a bowl with some, that way they don't get out of hand on you.
That's a good one. I see.
We got reset up our bog thing that we had. We still got it. It's that little goat trough that we made into a bog and used clay ball, and I just pumped water into one end and then had it flow out the other. It's 3 feet long, maybe 6 inches wide, 7 inches deep.
Alex, can I 3D print a trough and glue it together somehow?
Do what?
Can I 3D print a trough and glue it together?
There's a special glue. I'll send you the link for it.
Sounds good.
It's
With
like
an
acrylic where it fuses. It's not glue,
Oh,
but yeah.
so melts the plastic
Okay.
together. Or the
I want to build a bog filter for the back of the 125.
I think the way our big acrylic tank is set up with the solid top, and it's got a couple slots towards the back for a big thing on the
D.
What's Edie doing now?
DD.
back. 7 inches.
Edie can be up
Lost
here
my
with
train
us.
of thought. No. Oh yeah, I want to put a bog on top of that acrylic tank.
Yeah.
Just because it's got a full top on it and it's been kind of.
Well, it's drilled for something, isn't it?
What's that?
Isn't that drilled?
No.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was.
Not in the bottom. It's
On
only
back?
got.
On the top, it's got 2 big
Oh,
holes
like
with
up this?
lids.
Okay.
And then towards the back, on top, it's got 2 slots for hang on back filters, and then top on the corners has holes for like canister where we put the FX6 hoses into. A hole on each side, but those slots towards the back could easily stick a bog above there.
Yeah.
When we had that on the 40, when we had just a couple goldfish in the 40 gallon, those spider plants really helped out with the water quality on that, because everyone knows goldfish are dirty, and to me it's like they turn the water the same color as they are. The water will get orange and yellow pretty
Mine
damn
actually,
quick.
mine doesn't do too bad. I got some Kamamba, Hornwort, Anacris. The stupid Rikia. But that Rikia is like 3 inches thick now.
Well, it's just we try to put plants in there. Even those big Amazon sword plants we have in there, big thick leaves. The smaller one they got it almost nibbled down to nothing. The big one they attack, but it's too much for them. But they shred that thing. It's just
I just keep giving them duckweed. They eat that
I
duckweed
do
because it's
that.
easy.
I gave them a whole big load of it today.
Mine eat hornwort.
Yeah, mine will eat hornwort or
Pretty
anything.
much anything now.
They won't touch jungle val or crips, but they'll eat the hell out of that hornwort.
Anything we've tried with them, they eat. So
Oh,
that's why we did that bog filter, that for spider plants, and man, they grew fast. We went from being a baby to like just huge 2-foot leaves within a month. Insane. And kept the water really nice. So it seems like that's been a topic lately that people have been talking about bog filters. And I'm like, man, we should have
no.
did
That's
more
not been a
videos
topic.
of those.
Swamp tanks has been the topic.
Well, I
Yeah.
yeah, that too. Swamp tanks.
Well, it's like this morning I was watching, old Brock from, I can't think of his channel. He was talking about Discus North and how he's been on a rant lately about swamp tanks.
Oh, a common aquatic.
Yeah. He's basically quit watching Discus North because he's been on this big rant about swamp tanks.
I just sort of blocked his ass. I don't want to see him anymore.
And I checked out his channel once after seeing Mexicali's live stream, and just to see what his channel was about. And I think I only watched one, and it was just kind of creepy and weird. I don't know. So then I made sure I didn't get any notifications or any stuff, because you watch someone's channel once and then they'll show up in your feed and recommend it. And you
Yeah.
keep popping up. So I was like, I think I probably
I
blocked
highly,
it. Or it said don't show anything from this channel again, or whatever that option is. So.
I just highly
Same.
recommend people hang out where they want to, because life's way the fuck too short.
Oh, yeah,
If you don't enjoy it, don't do it.
exactly.
It seems like if you hit that don't show recommendation button, it sends it to you twice as much.
Yeah, I did that with DIY for a long time. It was a DIY on Caveman. I watched one of Caveman's videos, and I tried a second one, and I got the gist of who he was. Hit the don't show, and then he was constantly in my feed.
That button doesn't affect promoted videos, by the way. So
Doesn't
Yeah, he doesn't affect promoted videos, and he promotes a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I
That
never
would make
see
more
him in my,
sense.
I never see him in my recommended videos at all.
Not
Any
anymore.
of Caveman.
The algorithms change so much in our feed.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of random fish keepers I've never really heard of before now.
That's how you discover a lot of these new channels.
Yeah.
yeah, I've been subscribing to a lot lately.
Me too.
I've been subscribing to a lot of 3D printer people.
Can't imagine
Jeff-
why.
Jeff's going to get out of the fish and get into all 3D printing.
He's good at
I
it.
considered it. I just want to learn a better CAD program. Probably take some after work classes or something.
Yeah. I'd love to get one.
They're not that bad.
I gotta pay off the computer first.
My son-in-law's got one, but I don't know if he knows how to use it yet or not.
The 3D printer part's not hard. It's the programming side, like the designing, and because I mean you can upload a pre-made something, slap it on a little disc, and stick it in your 3D printer, hit go, and you're good.
Yeah.
If it fucks up, you just scrape it off, throw it in the garbage, start over.
Right now, I've got a like a riser and holder for my lights. Because you can't see, I've got a PVC pipe holding my lights up. So I'm printing up an actual holder for that.
You have a 3D printer. Why? Why?
What?
Why are you being lazy?
I literally just said I've got it printing right now.
Yeah, sure you do. How long has the tank been set up for? 6 months?
These ones? No.
Yeah. Sure.
This one didn't even have water in it until a couple weeks ago.
We'll pretend to believe you.
Curtis, you got any projects going on?
Nope, just work.
Stories.
Work and waiting for spring.
Yeah.
He's just got those secret projects going on. He doesn't want to share with us. We share
You're
with
not
you.
supposed- You're not supposed to give that away, Jeff.
Everybody knows it.
I wanted to ask you, Curtis, what happened to all the tanks on your other side, on your left side?
over here. I've been putting this wood trim all the way around the room,
Oh,
and then I'll bring that rack in and put it there and work my way down.
You do away with the concrete blocks.
About damn time.
I'm like you. I don't have any helpers, so
I don't know. So I only sleep a couple hours a day.
Mountain Dew.
I was closer to help you though. I actually been cutting back on Mountain Dew. I've only been drinking 1 to 2 a day.
1 or 2
Or
gallons.
Oh, bottles.
2
It
liter
used to be 1 or 2 gallons a day.
2-liter
That's
bottle.
what it used to be. I cut back.
Shit, there for a while, Jeff. We think you were getting it intravenous.
Mainline that.
Probably
55
used
gallon
cocaine.
barrel.
Yeah, liquid cocaine that's just in an IV.
Yep.
Keep me going.
55 gallon barrel in the back of the van. Well, the hose run to the front.
Yeah. Probably be cheaper.
Fun drinking that before it goes flat.
Yeah.
No, I could do it. Give me a challenge like that, I'd get her done.
We used to do that with a keg. Set it in the back, run the hoses to the front.
Good night, Jody.
Yeah, if you're gonna get an open container, you might as well make it worth it.
Yep.
I got pulled over the other day for going too fast.
Aw.
It's a new cop. Most of them I just drive past at like 20 over and they wave at me. But it was a new cop and it was also New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So she's like, well, I just want you to be safe. And don't pull my ass over. No, I'm going to have to go faster.
You're gonna make up for lost time.
Yeah.
You're like, you see the car ahead of me? No, that's why I was going. I was trying to keep up.
Right. I haven't had a ticket in like not quite 30 years, but almost. It was like 18 when I got my last ticket. And I got both of them when I was 18. I haven't had a speeding ticket since.
I got my last one, I think I was 25, and that was for 125 and a 30.
Sounds like my grandma.
It's a little bit of a speeding ticket.
A little bit.
Yeah, 24 hours in the slammer, and yeah.
Oh man, just making the baby laugh. Well, except she's got the monitor with the volume on, and I have to hear everything twice. Turn it down now.
And now you can't hear it all, right?
I can hear her, but I don't need to hear it like an instant echo of it. It doesn't sound as good.
So what are you working on?
What was that?
So what are all of you working on?
I've been
Plans
building
and
a
projects
cabinet.
Cabinet?
like a cinder block cabinet.
Yeah. No, it's like plywood for my 90p to get like a nice ribbons tank. And I've been building a nice cabinet for it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. I could ship you some cinder blocks. You paid free.
Yeah. Oh, it might be worthwhile now. They went up in price.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah. Rate actually might be cheaper than buying new ones.
I got most of mine for free. They were in my backyard when I moved in.
Should probably save them so you can build a foundation for expansion.
Probably gonna use them to raise all my tubs up off the ground, so I don't have to be crawling around on my hands and knees messing with them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Also get rid of that direct heat transfer.
Got Branton Lake Cap coming to our house end of next month, I think.
I'm sorry.
You change
Sorry
the
to
lock?
hear that, sir.
Yeah, you change the lock?
You wanted to do a video thing like you did at Stefan's.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good video he did with Stefan.
Ours won't be as nearly interesting.
No.
So
So I only have like 10 words to my vocabulary, so
Benjamin, that comment that you got there. So when I got pulled over, I was in a company vehicle, and she said, "Where are you coming from? Where are you going to?" Like, one service call to the next. What? It's a work day. Yeah.
don't even have to answer those questions.
Well, she wasn't liking me staring at her.
Branton has been quiet this weekend.
Did he go to a swap this weekend?
Yeah, he was going somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was offended. I told him he was special.
No, he knows he's special.
Yeah, window liquor special.
Window liquor #1.
Bare bottom Branton makes the world go around.
How's that coming along there, Jake?
What?
Song. Did you forget already?
Oh, man. That's right.
Katie. You're gonna have to remind him for me.
I can't even remember.
Write
I'll
it on
remind
the
him.
fridge or
It's not my
something.
fault he doesn't follow through.
Write it on the fridge, then put a big sticky note out in the fish head.
Yeah.
Jake. I'll have to text you every day till you do it.
Yeah, do it. Jake. Hey, Jake. Jake. Hey, Jake.
Jake, how's that coming? Jake, you got that in yet? Jake.
Time's running out.
If that doesn't work, I'll start getting other people to message you too.
I was gonna say we could all send him a message every day so that your phone would just buzz all day.
There you
Yep.
go.
And I'll do it.
I was hoping you debuted on Monday's stream,
Oh, that's crunch time.
right? Well, it was like a week ago.
True.
That's true.
But if we kind of wait another week, he might forget about it, and then when we do it, it'll, oh yeah.
Oh
crap.
Forget.
I don't have pen and paper.
Okay.
I have a river.
River will remember for you.
No, I got a lake.
And a stream and a creek.
Yeah. There is a stream not far from it. Well, guys, I say we call her a night.
Sounds Sounds good. She's going to bed here shortly, I hope.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming in.
Thanks
Curtis,
for having us.
Jeff, Alex,
Thanks for having us up.
Jake, and Katie. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
You
seeing
guys
everyone.
welcome up anytime.
Thank you.
We'll catch everybody later.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.